sorry, slightly surprising, surprising, what do you call it, stream, that's it. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm kind of do things like that sometimes. I thought, I've been playing it, and I thought, you know what, I don't feel too bad. Actually, I'm going to put my neck brace on. Do you know, I forgot that yesterday. It's probably my neck was whinging a bit yesterday. So I didn't put this on a second. I mean, probably getting it off, flipping it. Alright, hang on. Very quickly put this on because, you know, I didn't do it Saturday. So if you're coming in, I may have missed you because I haven't looked at the thing yet. Right. Okay, get the earphones back in. Right, let's see. Right, let's see. First of all, what's coming up live. Did I hit the go live button? I don't know, right? Did you? I appear to have. Oh, good. Your picture disappeared then. Great. That's what we want, isn't it? Don't want to see a picture, do you, Ray? Well, I mean, you could show it. I mean, it's pretty interesting, isn't it? No. So, howdy, partner. So sorry, it's a little bit short notice. So, you know, if somebody comes in, I'll be surprised. So, we'll find the folder now. I mean, Frandalf goes way back. It's gonna be a minute. You know, put the kettle on. You know, wow, she does go way back. Although I might have missed it because I'm trying to do it in a hurry. Oh, boy, it goes way, way back. Wow, that's a way, innit? It's funny enough, that's my name, innit? Oh, well, I'll do it later. Because I can't see it at the moment. So we'll do that later. So, it'd been, you know, it'd be nice if you pop in and say hello. But I mean, I'm not counting my chickens. Yeah, I was really tempted to do a chicken noise there. I can't help it, it's part of my DNA. Dos naughty twinkles. No, that didn't come out right, did it? So, you know, I'll be ready in a minute, and I'm just starting putting in the title. Don't see why I should, really. Right, I just want to pick, you know, what he...
Just saying hi really quickly.
Hello, yeah, it's not going to be a long one today. In fact, it might even be pretty darn dull. So it's not going to be a long one today. So thanks for just popping in and saying hello, whoever that was. Was it Kyle? I think you said Kyle. So let me just get the text up now. So this is a little bit of an update, really, on the beloved Frandalf. Hello, Kyle. So thanks for coming in. So, you know, if nobody comes in, I wouldn't be surprised. But you can see it later, can't you? If you're insane enough. Right. So, welcome, everybody, to Frandalf the Fair. It's been quite some time since we've seen Frandalf the Fair. Now, the last time we saw Frandalf, in fact, I'm going to write it down on my hand. Because, you know, I'll probably forget in about 2 minutes. It's Frandalf the Fair. Now, I'd love to show you her face, but I think something that I put on was something to do with customization. It's changed her face. So she has a kind of darker face now, which looks a bit odd. And I think I know the offending thing, because what it does, it allows hairdos and types of skin and things like that from other things into other builds, and I think it's kind of messed up the character's face. So it's looking a little bit dark. So I think I'll take that one off. hello, that's the wife, by the way, Yordis, the Sword Maiden. She does have all the fantastic armour on. I'll prove it to you. This is the glass stuff, you know, plus a Stalhrim. Wow, that does chaos damage. 270 points of damage? I must buff up Eowyn. So yeah, she has a terrific amount of armour. I'd nick it off her and try to get pickpocketing up. But that's the wife. All right, and this is like, you know, we're at Lakeview Manor. So this particular character, we're trying to do a different one house with every build. So we're in Lakeview Manor, you know, with some of the special armors, the Ebony Warrior, Mirak, Dawn, what do you call it? The Dawn Deathbrand. That's it. And then the Amber. Was it Amber over there, or no? Saints. Amber. So this is where we are. So I thought I'd give you an update on Friend. I'll probably do about an hour. All right. And you know, if you want to give that thumbs up or subscribe, please do so. The last time we looked, we were doing some smithing, weren't we? We were saying about smithing stuff up, doing a bit of blocking with a giant, and one-hit kills. That was the last time we saw Frandalf. This time we're going to give you an update, because the last time that we looked at the stats, and I have some stats here. Yeah, I'll bore you with stats. Locations were 3 last time when we looked at it. She was level 86. All right, level 86. Okay, I'll show you the level in a minute because we've gone far past that. All right, last time our miscellaneous, sorry, our main ones were 342. They are now 430. All right. Our side missions were, hang on, side missions were 46, were 45. They're now 46. So I haven't gone up much. Quest completed was miscellaneous 393, 342. Now 393. So we've done over 50, nearly 50 locations. All right. And then 161 was the quests completed. Alright, was 161, so now we've gone another 30. So we've advanced a fair bit. The others are pretty much the same because I think we finished them all. Alright, now location wise, last time we had, what's that point? Did I write that down? I had like 350 or something. Something like that, 350, 360. We're now 430, so we've gone well past the 412, which is the base game. And if anybody, you know, there's been a lot of things about, oh, there's this many locations, and some go, you know, 500, you know. The official one for Skyrim, special edition, all right, with the DLC, all right, somebody has worked it all out, said precisely what it is, as opposed to all the guesswork before. It should be 412. Okay, if you add the anniversary content, it adds about another 40 on top. 30 or 40 on top. Okay, hello Neptune Skate. Hello, how are you? We're just doing an update on Frandalf today. Alright. Oh, I didn't write down Kyle. Sorry, Kyle, I'll write you down. So, hello Neptune Skate. There's a little update on Frandalf. For probably an hour at the most. So, you know, I don't want to go too far, because, you know, I like to push it out. So yeah, I thought I wrote down the dungeons cleared and all that lot, but it looks like you know, I misheld my my class. I missed my class. And I think shouts, we go down here, shouts 27, they're still 27, they were 28 and 20, we were 23 mastered, now we're 26. So but it's still the same. Elemental blast and destruction is our favourite thing. Alright, elemental fury is just that I just happen to do it. Alright, so those are kind of general on that. I won't bore you with the rest of it. Alright, so this is you know, Lakeview Manor. What have I been doing since last time? Well, I'll tell you. We were 86 the last time we saw Frandalf with our smithing video. We are double that. We are 163 and rapidly closing in. In fact, sorry, when I say closing in, we have overtaken my original character level. Because this is the character I'm going to push to level 250 or something, so that we get every perk and every single one. Okay, we'll still remain, you know, be Frandalf the Fair using destruction magic and very occasional sword, only about 10% of the time, apart from the beginning of the game where we use it a bit more. But if you look at some of the stats now, you'll notice that we've done a lot of things. Smithing 100, enchanting 100, restoration 100, destruction 100, conjuration 100, illusion 100, alchemy 100, speech on 93 and closing in, pickpocket we're a little bit behind. I know I shouldn't be doing that as this character, but I'm trying to max this character to the max. Alright, lockpicking we've done nothing. Sneaking, we've done all the way up that left hand side. Okay, so that's 100. This one is 100. Okay, this one is 87. We've decided to do a bit of archery. So we're trying to fill in the gaps and get every single one on 100. 92 on one-handed, where it's taken a long time to go up. That's why this one is not a good one for fast leveling, because it's extremely slow at going up, the same as two-handed. Block is the fastest, along with muffle and conjuration. They got very fast. Okay, all right, and I've already cause I'll tell you how fast it's been going. I've done it so many times that we've done it 47 times. We reset the block. I find this is a very fast way. Face one or two giants, okay, just keep blocking and using restoration or conjuration or one of the others you want to level up. Right, sometimes I'll do the one-handed by doing a one, blocking and then one-handed attack with a Shiv. Which surprisingly could kill him in about 3 or 4 hits. Heavy armor I put on 100. The reason why I put heavy armor on 100 is because we're trying to make the heavy armors. Right, and we've maxed this out. I know it doesn't fit the character, but I'm trying to max this character out now because it's too slow on my 360 because of the loading times. So we now have the 50% bonus. Okay, so we've got 100% bonus for doing that. Okay, plus we've got another 25 and another 25, so that's 150 on top. So that's why we don't need to go down the other side, because the other side is for unarmed attacks, for fall damage, and for it weighs nothing. So we'll probably do those at some point. I have 7 perks that I can put it in. But as you can see, most of these are now on 100. All these are 100 except for that one, and that one, and we're close with that one and that one. So we're doing a bit of everything to try and get it up. But blocking, we just keep on resetting over and over again, because basically I don't care. Alright, but so it's all about fast leveling. We are 163. We are Frandalf the Fair, a Breton, which is one of the good ones if you want to be a mage. But because we were doing a little bit of a sword, we thought it would be handy to have a little bit of a start on one-handed. All right, so that's our stats have gone up hugely since last time. Now, as a result of all this stuff, I have been crafting high-level stuff. Okay, and actually this armor that I have on, I can probably make a new set of armor now which would surpass this. Okay, because if I put all these on, have I got all these on? I put them. I got 1978. It was one of my favourite years. That's one. That's the other. Thank you. Boom. So I could probably create a better set than this now. All right. But I've been working on other stuff like, this one, because this one slightly exceeds it. Now, every time I come into here, and I don't know what is causing it, is there's 2 spare ones. I keep taking these 2 out, but every time I come back in again after exiting the game, 2 more appear. So I keep having those boots. So I don't know, that's one of the quirks of Skyrim, I suppose. All right. But what I've been doing is crafting loads of armors. Now, I've got to go down there because I keep picking up the thing. I did a whole set for the trailer guy, because the idea was to find out how high I could get if I did the Draco the trailer guy, how high we could go, and that is how high I could go. Alright, which is remarkably high considering, you know, and don't forget our stats. So if you're looking at the stats now, obviously doing a sword is probably going to be about 40, but because I have 100% on top, plus I have 50% on top, okay, so it's 150%, alright, so we're doubling it and more, plus I'm wearing 4 items which boost it, which is, you know, these, so that boosts it by 41%, so 4 of these things does 41%, so that's 160%, so as you can see, we're getting into 300%. So that's why when you look at these, you will notice they are exceedingly high than what you would if you were not at that level. Alright, the next one I've done now is the Daedric one. Okay, and for some reason, this one here has a huge amount. I'll say that again, if you like. A huge amount of absorb 111. I don't think I've ever been able to get that high, so I don't know how that did that, but plus that was 50% chance of doing 172. I mean, this is chaos, that one. Right, and then I did so this is also for the trailer guy, so that's what he will get to at the end. But we've also done Daedric now. Okay, so if I put on Daedric, this surpasses my 360. Okay, so if I wear these. Where did the Daedric go? Why does stuff move? It's like you put stuff on and then it moves. I don't know about you, but I find that weirdly. See what I mean? Well, why does it do that? Because now I don't know what I'm wearing. So it kind of totally messes me up, this. So I've got boots, right, let me just see what I've got on. Boots, that, I need gloves. So I don't know why it jumps around like that. It must be some kind of weird thing going on. Right, I've got to find the other Daedric one now, so if for some reason it starts jumping around like that. Daedric gauntlets, alright, so who wear that? Alright, so I can't remember, or 19 or whatever it was. I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about. So it's, you know, it could be a bit dull, this. Hello, that's annoying. What's annoying? Hello, Rogue Reaver. Welcome. I'll just write it down because you know, yeah, I like you a lot. Rogue Reaver. So this is a little update on Frandalf, showing what we have achieved now that we're on level 163, because last time it was only 86. So with all this on now, how come that one's higher? I must have done it higher. So yeah, so we I don't know, we got higher. Why is that 698? I don't know why that is. I'll throw that away. So these are on legendary. So that's what I did the other day, probably yesterday, and we went up to that. Whereas if I wear my normal one, oh, the move. Yeah, I know. It's odd, isn't it? I've never understood that. Whereas if I go back to my normal, here we go. I've got to find it now. So it's 1677. So what? Yeah, I can't. Why is that not so good? I don't know. I can't work out. But anyway, I did that. I don't know what I'm talking about now. So anyway, and then I've been doing some other. So anyway, yeah, if I do this will bump it up even more. Hello, Ray. Just stopping by to say hello and give you a like to stream. So that's very kind of you, Oscar the Wolf. Oscar the Wolf. That's a very long one, isn't it, Oscar? You could say that's a mod author. Wow, you like long names, don't you? So I don't think I'll have the last bit as I can't fit it on the page. So thanks for coming in, Oscar. Wolf. Excellent. So yeah, so I've just been doing some stuff. Yeah, I've got some Stalhrim heavy armor now as well. So here we go. Watch it all move now. But yeah, why does it do that? Is it like resorting it or something? So I did some Daedric stuff. So what I was trying to do is do some Daedric stuff. See what I mean? It's weird, isn't it? It's like, what the hell? I think it's resorting each time.
A bit long name, isn't it, low?
It's slightly long. Yeah, I thought mine was long, but man. Wow, so yeah, it was really difficult for me to hone in on the heavy one because they keep shifting.
Morning.
Morning, Matthew 4. Hello. We're just looking at Frandalf, my highest character so far ever. I'm writing down Morthal for some reason. Why am I writing down Morthal? I was writing down Morthal then. Matthew 4. Thank you very much for coming in. Oh, thank you, Matthew. It's very kind. So, yeah, so I shouldn't have started this, should I? Because I didn't realise the stuff was going to jump about all over the place, making it extremely difficult. I should have just... So we should have 4 items on, and it has gone down, which is kind of odd. So I'll get rid of that, because you've seen that now. Alright, I'm not sure why I got 2 of these. Maybe I just like them. So we got that in case we want to go completely robeless, which we are capable of doing. Yeah. So, well, anyway, I don't know what I'm trying to prove now because all the pieces seem to have disappeared. Because I did do some boots.
Don't run out of your notepad yet, haha.
Don't run out of your notebook yet, haha. You can say
in your notes.
And take up space, yeah. Especially when there's a lot of them. So right, so yeah, so now we're in the 2000s. So the heavy armor. See, it took me years to work this out. That's because I don't watch stuff that tells me stuff. I learn it myself. I'm funny like that. Although I am kind of watching them now. So I always thought light armor was the best armor in the game, no comparison. But that's because I was going by a character who was good at light armor and never did the heavy armor. So I got that completely wrong, and we finally proved that this one is more. So Stalhrim, one of the highest ones in the game, can take it into the 2000s. If we put a shield on as well, that will boost it even more. Okay, so if I put this on, they're going to 2315. So putting a shield on even better. Probably a Stalhrim shield would be better still, but Dragon Scale and is one of the best in the game. The difference is though. The main difference between them is, and these are according to my stats. So you won't have these same stats. So if you see 438, you may not have that, because I'm going by the stats that I have, where I've maxed out light armor completely, and I've maxed out the heavy armor level as well. Only on the side where it boosts the armor rating. Okay, I don't need to go to the other side. Alright, so that's that. Okay, so I managed to do something, and and I did show last time that if you go through the armors, I was saying that at that particular time I was showing that they weren't very good armors, because I hadn't checked the heavy armor. Well, now I've checked the heavy armor, I can now confirm it is definitely the highest armor in the game, but it's not by much. And the big downfall with it, whoops, there it goes. The big downfall with it is it weighs a terrific amount. All right, so if I do dragon scale, it's going to be very light. Okay, so I think I have a dragon scale one. He hopes. Sorry, I'll move on to something interesting in a minute. That's what I feel in the mood. Sorry. Right, I should have a dragon scale armour somewhere. If I am, I'll be very surprised. D, isn't it? D. I don't know, it was somewhere. But it's I mean, can you see it? I can't. And I thought that was the highest, but heavy armour is higher. But it's not by much. But the trouble is, it's terrifically heavy compared to light. So that's why I always go down the light route. Alright? So that's that.
Is this
So that's,
modded or not?
it is modded. We started off unmodded for about the first 2 or 3 episodes, and then we slowly started adding mods. So over time it has gradually expanded. So now we're about 120 mods, but they're mostly graphical. You know, adding more trees, better, you know, caves look better, all this kind of stuff mostly. So it hasn't been anything else. Right, I'm just going to get rid of this surplus stuff. I was carrying tons of stuff the other day. Yeah, I don't want that. So I have got kind of stuff that I shouldn't really have on me. So we'll throw all this stuff back in. So I have finally confirmed after all these years of playing it. That's because I didn't watch anybody. And now I'm working on things like the great swords. I haven't upgraded this yet. Oh, I see. Good luck, good sir. Gotta go now. Might come in some more time. Okay, thank you, Oscar. See you next time. Have a great day. Have a great, was it Monday? Great week. So I'll throw that in there as well. For some reason I got a dragonborn bow, but this is you know, one of my highest weapons. 438, plus it absorbs 45 points of health, plus it burns for 70 as well. So because we're a mage to do with fire, it's like a female Gandalf. It's a Monday, that's it. I knew it was one of the other. So, you know, because we're a Frandalf, and we did a little bit with the sword, only at desperate times or if we wanted to kill something quick. But we're mostly a mage. Okay, so that one does 438. That one does that as well. In fact, this one exceeds it on the burning because that one was crafted later. I haven't done a new elven sword, but this one also fills soul gems. But this one surpasses all of them. Okay, because this one actually does 144 points of frost damage to health and stamina, plus it burns a target for 114, and targets on fire take extra damage. So because of the fact that this is a Stalhrim weapon, it has a secret boost which boosts it beyond its normal. So that's why the Stalhrim ones, you know, are better than the normal one, because they have a boost to them, which is a secret thing that not many people know, or they probably all know now. And this is my other one. This is, you know, a few swords that I was trying out. Yeah, this one I just picked up the other day, so I'll throw that in the bin. But we have a Nordic sword of death, but this surprisingly is now this was the weakest thing that I could find. Maybe the wooden sword was worst, but I managed to smith this up to 205, and I haven't even put an enchantment on it yet. So I could kill a giant in about 3 or 4 hits with this Shiv. Alright, I'll prove it in a minute. I have a couple of staffs. We're not really a staff kind of person, but, you know, because we were female Gandalf, we use a bit of it. Alright, so that's kind of what we've got so far. So, and I've kitted out in here, you know, it's all kind of, you know, and I did show you last time that if you go through and look at these armours, you know, it will show my stats, so it'll be higher. You know, the normal rating if you're on like level 1 wouldn't show that, but I have boosts, so therefore it goes up 150. Alright, and then I've got, you know, I've got a Stalhrim shield there, 240, Stalhrim sword there, so I've got a few little things popping about. This is where all my leather and other stuff, which is overflow for this one, which is where all my metals are and some of the other stuff. That barrel there is for some of the weapon. You know, I'm trying to make weapons and armor of the highest standard I can do, and this one is where I put in all my all these things. I don't think I've put them all in yet. All right, but we also have amber armor there, which is one of the higher ones. This is the Bloodskull blade. Some reason I couldn't put a weapon in here the other day. Sometimes when you take out a weapon and try to put it back in, this one in between doesn't appear, but now it is. This is Mirak sword, which you can smith up. 430. This is the blades one. I can go up to 440. But a Bloodskull one you can't. But it just shows the effect of me having, you know, a high percentage of stuff. And also we have Soul Render, if I can get on it, of 244. So these have been smithed up as well. So some can be smithed up, but not all the unique weapons can. Alright. And then I do all my smithing downstairs and all my enchantments up here. Okay, and in here are a bag full of all the different kinds of rings that I have made plus spares. For some reason it's got scrolls in there, so I'll have to take those out. But these are my previous attempts, so these go back a long way, where I've gradually nibbled them up over time. Since, you know, as we were getting well into the game, and these are like spare ones, you know, spare gold rings and things. I tend to sell the rest. This is the one which boosts enchantments by 10%. Okay, so if you look at this, if you wear all 4 of these, or you do 3 of these and do the ring, but make sure you pick this one, because the boots are the ones that contain the 10% enchantment. So if you wear the 4 armor pieces, or wear that with the boots and then 2 others, you will get 10% on top. And if you do say something is 10%, you're obviously going to double it, so it's a good increase. But you also get an increase. I know I've gone through this before, but I just quickly go over it. But we also have a boost, because if you open the Black Book, the Sallow Regent, okay, and go to here, that's another 10%. So the maximum that you could probably do is about 20% normally, although you can boost it with the 4 items that you wear. But Secret of Sorcery in the Black Book Sallow Regent, if you pick that one, that boosts it. Now I've been told that this also improves it, so you have the 2 that does the biggest boost. I haven't really seen much to prove that, so I'm not sure. Oh, by the way, we have a husky dog for some reason, so you can wait there. I don't know why I did that. So basically, yeah, that's what I've been doing. So this is my house. This is where everything is stored, including all the unique weapons. I didn't show you, did I? Now if I'm on my 360, I have Connect, which means I can reorder it anyhow I like. I won't show you all the unique, but all the unique weapons and armors and rings or whatever that's in the game, which are unique, and there's only one of them, not the general ones where, you know, all different kinds that has, you know, fire damage, all that. Yesterday I acquired the unicorn and I decided to put that on, because at the moment what I'm doing, because I've run out of quests well, I've almost run out of quests. We are all at the end game state where we've only got a few locations to go, which are mostly the anniversary ones. So I'm doing the anniversary ones at the moment. So you know, you don't have to watch. I'm going to just do a little bit of the anniversary edition. So I have a few of these. This one, it wouldn't work. Apparently sometimes if you try to soak the things in the headwaters of Harstrad, which is, it doesn't say, does it? Then it for some reason doesn't work.
What is the thing you have around your neck?
Oh, that is a neck brace. I sub for free. Let me write it down now. Thanks for answering that one. Sorry, asking that one. I sub for free. Yeah, it's because of 2 whiplash accidents, because idiots can't drive apparently, or brake in the wet and allow enough distance. I have suffered neck problems, so when I stream I tend to put a neck brace on, because that just, because I, you know, because I'm streaming, I don't know why, but for some reason it seems to aggravate my neck. Because mainly because I can't rest my neck back like this. You see, I tend to be normally watching TV with my neck resting, so I tend to put it on because I might be looking forward and all that. So it just kind of keeps it straight, so that afterwards it has, you know, it doesn't hurt so much. So what I'm doing, I've been going through some of the anniversary ones, and you know, I've done a few of them now and got some really good armors out of it and weapons. So you know, if you're interested in that, there are some good weapons and armor, which is, you know, the best bit of it really. I haven't done that one. These are just the miscellaneous quests that I'm doing at the moment. Alright, so there's not many left. These are like, you know, find the horses, which is the anniversary horsing thing. That's that one. So let me find one of these to do. So I found a letter penned by Kragash, the vampire hunter, while on hunt. He was wounded and contracted vampirism. On the day he would become a vampire, he went into the mountains to watch a final sunrise. He left his equipment in his cellar, which remains locked. So I'll tell you what, we'll do that one, which is somewhere around there. All right, now probably unlock most of the things in the game. You know, like our, you know, the locations. Let's go to Falmer Embassy. Let's. If I'm looking a bit red, it's because I have a light there which shines on me, and because it's not white light like a proper, you know, proper official thing, because I haven't got a proper official thing. Doesn't that horse look nice? Unicorn. That's part of the anniversary, isn't it? But yeah, the anniversary just, you know, the quests aren't great because they've all got to be done with notes, but some of the rewards are not bad. You know, some good armors and weapons. So I got it because it was ridiculously cheap. Because if you'd have tried that normally, it would have cost you a bomb. And I mean, you know, one thing could have cost you a tenner. So by getting it as a £15 package, as a, you know, add-on to the game, it was remarkably cheap. So I thought I'd snap that up. And yeah, there's some, you know, I'm not saying they're brilliant because it's all done with notes. So, you know, that makes it a bit itchy. But now, sorry, not itchy, but because they have, you can have voiced content in the game now. Right, somewhere around here. So this works. You can now have voiced content, so you know, when you do the quest, instead of doing notes, you can do it voiced now. And the Bard's College paid mod, which is about a tenner, so you know, I wouldn't bother. But you know, I've always wanted to be a bard in Skyrim, and that would give me it. Any trouble is I've got to pay a tenner. Right, okay, so this is the site then. Search the remains. So it's all done with notes mostly, but they are starting to come out now where there's voice acting. So watch out for those, although I wouldn't bother, I'll wait until they're cheap. Ironback Hideout Cellar. Okay, we have some septims, some bolts I'm not going to take. So we've got enter Ironback Hideout Cellar. So I think that's why it's a free crossbow. I'll take it. I got about 200, haven't I? I've got about 200 spare. What do you call it? What's the carry weight? That's it. Carry weight. I knew I'd get there in the end. Just a matter of time. Right. So we've got to go to here. So because I've, you know, practically searched every single location in the game apart from the anniversary stuff. Including, by the way, the hidden 4 mountain peaks of Solstheim. Because how many people have done that? Come on, come on. Of you people watching now, how many of you, we're not going to be using sword and shield, we are a mage. And for some reason the horse is flying into battle. Which you could say is rather stupid. So we'll try and protect him. But as you can see, I can destroy stuff fairly convincingly. I'll try and do it without killing the horse. Sorry, unicorn. I'll be a bit more targeted. I'll tell you what, I'll change that. Now, one thing I'm not doing is I'm not using my full power. What do you mean you're not using your full power? Well, I'm not using my full power. Because at the moment you notice my Magika is going down. Right, well I'll show you how to do it without your Magika going down. You put these two on, which lowers the cost of casting them by 41% twice. Okay, that's 82% plus 25. So I mean, I don't use any Magika at all doing this, although I might kill the flipping horse. So I've got to try and do it just behind him. And we're, by the way, I think we're on legendary level. So why it's taking a while to kill the little monkey. That's it, kill him. That's it, yeah, throttle him. That's it, yeah, get the, go on, do the final push. That's it.
Not like this. You're routed.
Well, I'll tell you, time is up there. The horse is going to win. I'll try and assist him. I'm trying not to kill the horse, to be honest. You know, if I was just concentrating on him, I could let both fly and... You know, I mean, the companion shouldn't die, so I don't know if that includes horses. But, I don't know if you noticed there, but I was not using any destruction magic. Whereas, sorry, Magika. Before I put on that ring. And you may see some new things on here. Now, because this is like a, you know, Daedric mail, I'm going to keep that because, you know, I'm trying to craft up the highest armours in the game. So, stay there, GG. I should have left you home, shouldn't I? But I haven't got a horse mob that makes them stay or go home. Right, so this is the secret hideout and why we couldn't get in there before. Which was a little while ago now. Alright, so, well, we may as well have that. This is a note. I'll take it. That's a beggar. And I should have the key now to unlock this. I don't know, you know, I'm pretty good at lockpicking, you know. Frandalf, you know, taught by Gandalf, but she's gone, you know, she was taught by Gandalf to, you know, the best, you know, to be the best that she could be. Give her some training in it, and then she's been left to do it on her own, and now she decided to spread out her wings and become all powerful. Alright, so we won't use any Magika in this. We have no follower. We have about 200, although it's probably a bit less now, and we've already been in here, so this should be a piece of cake. But if anybody does turn up, well, I'll rip their heads off. And let me just check my level, because it's, you know, I need a bit more challenge now. So we're on master. Legendary, you know, does make you vulnerable. So we're on master level, which is what Eowyn and Necra, my necromancer and sword and shield characters, on Tuesdays and Thursdays are at the moment. Now, see, I wouldn't mind one of these. I haven't collected any crossbows, so I'll have the free crossbows. I won't. I've never tried those. I'll tell you what, as soon as they're free, I'll have them. Now, she's not nicking. All this is available. They are bandits after all. Don't know what that was. That was a bag of them, was it? Oh yeah, bag. Oh well, I'll have them then. I mean, who cares? My stuff don't weigh anything. That's because I fire salts, void salts. But I mean, I don't even need to, you know. Do I need to pick up this? Not really. Right, now what did it say on the... So I got killed a master vampire. Simple. Right. Although, you know, he's on master level, so we could have a bit of trouble. So why'd I have to go in there then? Hey. Oh, we gotta go there now. What's the whole point of going over there then? Getting the next thingy. Oh well. Okay. Oh, I just got to get evidence. Oh yeah, I just gotta get evidence. Right, I get evidence, but now I need to go here. Right, okay. So it's slowly sinking in. It's alright. I'm an elderly man, old pensioner, you know, playing games since time began, really. That's how old I am. I'll do it a nice time of day because, you know, I don't want you to see the dark and you can't see what I'm doing. Although the flames might light up the whole area. We're practically 90% mage. Sword only comes in as, like, say, the Ebony Warrior. Quicker to just do it with a few hits of the sword. Is it inside there? I presume he's inside. The map wouldn't show me very much anyway. It's severely limited. Apparently they can't go beyond this square. A little tip, Bethesda, why don't you just have this and then an eternal map, which you can totally... Oh, he's moving all the time. Okay, so we have to go and jump on his back here. Level 163. We're probably 2/3 to 3/4 of our skills on level 100. Right, he's going to be moving around all the time. So this could take a while to catch him up. I'll tell you what, I wonder where he's going next. I'll tell you what, we'll go there. We're going to get ahead of him. And then I'll have a biscuit. An Elder Scroll. I'm on a sugarless diet. Well, not sugarless. Sorry. I'm cutting down on my sugar because I've been told to. So I may never catch this man up. So this could be a dull stream. Well, he's closer now. he may have been making his way there, and I got there too soon. Right, okay. So we're going in. We will not expend or use any Magika whatsoever. And should I go in sneaky? Why not? I'm not going to pick up stuff. I have sackloads of them. So I won't be picking up all the little trivially bits. Is that there a horse? Looks like a horse there. It's a woofer, isn't it? I don't know, shall I kill a wolf? A woofer, sorry, not a woofer. Very childish of me there. Are you a vampire? I say, are you a vampire over there? Because if so, I'm going to melt you. But actually, I don't think this is the strongest one. It does 90 damage. That's 60. Firestorm, you know, that'd be jolly a good one, wouldn't it? What's that? 101. I say let's go for the 101. Let's not tittle. So on master level it becomes very quick, and I did not use any Magika there. And if I did, it would rapidly go you know, through the stratosphere. I don't really need to, like, you know, examine everything, you know, look in barrels. Let's track this guy down and move on. No, alright, now let's move on. I don't want to hold you up. We're on a mission here to just do a couple of the anniversary ones. I can't remember, you know, which armour. You know, I got some armour the other day. I know where I put it. I'll show you that box. If somebody could remind me to show you that box of some of the anniversary weapons and armours. Alright? Because they are rather good. Excuse me.
Someone there.
I don't like you. You're an idiot. Oh, there's the bandit. Oh god, we're in real trouble now. Nope. So as you can see, we're extremely powerful. Don't know why I picked that up. And I won't be. Yes, I will. I told a lie there. So really, I'm just picking up basic stuff. What a nice pose. Well, he's a thug. They're all bandits, Matthew. they're you know we're going to enemy territory. I won't pick that up. I already have an enchantment. Silver sword. Not sure I got a silver sword. I probably have. I'm not going to pick that one up. I normally pick this one up and sell it. Oh yeah, that's his fault. Yeah. All right, so I won't be going into the barrels and taking fish out, because I usually pick out fish or honeycomb. That's mainly why I go into them. So I won't be bothering with all that. So that's that done. Then we go now is return to Gunmar. Oh, it's actually one from Gunmar. Well, throttle my beams. Anybody had tried throttling their beams? It's quite good fun. I don't need to come out with kind of odd things like that. There might be something in the chest. Watch out for the trap. Luckily I saw that one. I'll have that, and that. Or second thoughts. I'll probably carry in some couple of extra swannies. Oh yeah, there, I picked up the... Yeah, didn't put that away. Silly, Ray, silly. Right, well in that case, the easy way around that, I have 2 necklaces. And if I put this on, I'll instantly be able to carry more. Boom, thank you. I've got to sum up for everything. Thank you. I'd do a Tommy Cooper, if you ask me really nicely. Who the hell's Tommy Cooper? Sorry, am I going too fast? Sometimes I go too fast for my brain to keep up. My mouth talks, is about, 20 seconds ahead of my brain sometimes. The stuff pours out before my brain's had time to process it. Come, unicorn! So, and this is an anniversary edition thing in Hunt for the thingy. Okay, so I've been trying to find, lost, locations that I haven't found yet. So, have you people that are watching at the moment, have you gone to the top of the 4 mountain peaks in Solstheim? Because if so, you're brilliant. Then well done. Because I didn't know that a year ago. Amazing what you pick up, isn't it? Gunmar!
Congratulations, friend. You've won a well-deserved victory here. The people of Skyrim owe you a great deal, whether they know it or not. Shall we continue the fight?
And, Frandalf the Fair has a voice. Thank you.
How is the work coming along?
Fairly well, I'd say. I've managed to get...
Cozy little place, isn't this?
I've destroyed the master vampire at Redoran Retreat.
For those who cherish memories of loved ones, their compassion often conceals the beast. Our compassion compels us to destroy it.
You could say you're slightly deranged.
Good luck. What are you doing that's so dangerous?
One thing I have found is when you get to very high levels, especially when you're in destruction, you get to a stage where everybody comments about, oh, how destructive you are. That's all they ever say. Because on my 360, which used to be my highest one until just a few weeks ago, every time I go somewhere, they go, oh, well, careful with the magic, careful with the magic. Everybody says it. Right. Now this one, I'm afraid, come to a dead halt. And I think it's because some of the locations are slightly changed, so I've got to take that mod out. Right. This is the Ratway one, where we got to follow a ghost. This takes a little bit of time to do that one. And this is the fish ones. Yes, I know. I don't know why I'm bothering with that. That is a track target. That's a track target. That's a mod I have that you can track multiple targets and actually do your own. Set up your own who you want to be able to pluck in from anywhere, like summon in a follower. So if they say you left your follower, you don't know where it was, you can just call her back in. As long as you set her first, you just got to set her first as a target and say which slot you want it in, and then you summon that target. So it's an easy way of getting it back. Right, I'm listening to that. So as you can see, I've got very few things left. Because I've done nearly all of them. Yeah, it's a good idea to hit that one. I'll get rid of that one in a minute. I think that's here. Oh, I can come inside. Sorry, I'm a little bit thick. Well, I'm not thick. My brain just doesn't work. It's almost the same thing, really. My biscuits, normally I'd go through 2 packets of biscuits a week at least. But since I've been told I must cut down on my sugar quite drastically, especially for the moment, and then just have smaller amounts from now on, due to being classed as pre-diabetic, which means I'm, if I don't take care, I will go further into that pre-diabetic, into the point where I'm diabetic. So that's why I've cut right back. So instead of having a couple of packets of biscuits a week, I've now taken about 3 weeks to get through 1 pack of biscuits. Because I'm only allowed 2 per day. So I'm trying to get it out of.
More chocolate.
No chocolate, limited ice cream. Because, me and Jess, we like to have some biscuits, some snacks, have a bit of ice cream, and Jess comes over with a huge supply of snacks that we stuff our way through. And that's probably why I've gone over the top. I don't know why I'm saying this, man.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Oh yeah, your old crew member has been taken care of.
Fine work. Here's your pay. Don't spend it all on meat. Right?
No.
See you
I
round.
wouldn't. Thank you. So as you can see, I'm running out of quests. Alright, because, just looking for horses, talk to the companions for a reoccurring quest, and locate the pendants. Or find this. This is just repeating ones. Or there's this one, which is the house. I could do this one. This won't take too long. It gives you a player home. Now what I've been doing is also unlocking all the player homes. Why am I doing that, you say? Well, because I don't really care. Right. So what I'm going to do is go to that location. It's not showing me, so I'll do it myself. So just here is Gunmar's monument, which is in the normal game. Okay? And I hope I said that right. Last piece of biscuit. Alright. What I've got to do? Alright, so this is where, when you go to the plantation, which is a player home, which is somewhere around here. There, right, okay. Right. There is a mystery to solve. Okay? And you'll find out, why did they all die? Okay, so it's a mystery. Then they tell you to go to here, then find this little tree somewhere with a well, and it leads to an whole series, a series of events. All right. So what we have to do is we're going to go here. And this is where the sequence starts. The body may be gone now, but when you get here, right, there is a body. Okay, Erval. All right, and a note. It says, "I feel strange. Hot and cold all at once. My hand shakes. Hard to write. So dizzy. I think I've been poisoned. Seems she got the better of me after all." Beautiful acting, I thought. Beautiful acting. Alright. So some reason this man is dead. Why? So we have to investigate. Alright, so we've got to search the plantation for clues. Alright, now this is a player home with a garden. So you eventually, after solving it, and please excuse the grass, there's not normally this amount of grass here, but I've got a grass mod on. But you end up with a nice big garden with, I don't know, 30 slots for gardening, plus you can put some plants here. So you can use this bench to upgrade the house. You can hire people to work on your farm to sell your goods. So it's not a bad little thing. It's just that it's all done with notes. So let's go inside. Goldenhills Plantation. So because I've run out practically of quests, or almost, we're doing an anniversary one. So I thought I'd give you an update on what level we are. For those who've forgotten. We're on level 163. We have 7 spare perks. Alright. But we're concentrating on Mage. So we're at light armour. Sneak. I could actually go robeless. Alright, so we're just trying to level up the ones that we haven't got on 100 really. And with all these we have them on 100. Right, but we're mostly destruction, restoration, alteration, because we need the protection of flesh wounds when we're wearing no armour, and we need protection against magic resistance when we do have armour. So that reduces it by 30%. Alright. Plus we have enchanting on 100, okay, smithing on 100, that's both sides. Okay, so it does the whole lot, and heavy armour on one side to get those extra boosts. Alright, but blocking, these are just ones that have just gone up because I'm fiddling around. Alright, so that's how high we are, level 163. Terrific, isn't it? Right, let's try and solve this mystery. Now, usually these mystery things go wrong, don't they? What's this? I won't take it. We're a good person. So we can't find anything yet. But there's something strange going on. Maybe it won't work. Sometimes things go buggy, don't they? Ah, that's his journal. Right, okay, so here we go. How did he die? And you get a farm at the end of solving this mystery, and it's quite a nice little one, but it's all done by books and notes. One day maybe this will be updated with voice acting. I will do the voice acting. 14th of First Seed. Today, a first day of our new lives. I bought a sizable piece of land and a run-down farmhouse for dirt cheap just outside of Rorikstead. Is that the same voice as I did just now? No one, but he was dying. No one else wanted it on account of how rocky it is. Too many boulders, the other men said. But Jonquil and I have strong backs and willing hearts, and we'll get those boulders cut and turn this fertile land into a plantation they could only dream of. This will be the perfect place to raise our little Rin, which is their son. Alright? So that's first clue. Alright? There's a spigot. Alright, so what's it say next? Find the hidden laboratory. Right, there's a hidden laboratory somewhere. I won't nick any stuff. We're not that kind of person. Okay, so I can't see anything in here. We haven't got Witcher senses. Oh, apparently I went at the wrong point. Excuse me, my brain is under surveillance. Front door? That's front door. We had a look in there, not much in there. Let's open this one. what is down here. It's not a bad little story. Considering, you know, there's no voice acting or anything. It's not a bad little story. Let's hope it doesn't break. Hello? What's this? Ho ho! Okay, the mystery unfolds. Jonquil. Obviously the wife? But why why has it got a gigantic woodcutter's axe thrust through its chest? Let's search. It's just had a dagger and some clothes. What would cause... What was the name? What would cause Azidahl to do that? Jonquil Azidahl. I'll try and remember that. I won't nick all this. Jonquil's journal. So let's have a look at Jonquil's journal. Alright, find out what happened to Rin. Rin's involved in this. I'll do Jonquil, right? Voice acting. Azidahl wanted so badly to make a go at being farmers, so here we are now with our own rocky plot of land and a ruined old farmhouse with a leaky roof. It's not what I dreamed of, but we'll make the best of it. At least the soil's good, even if it's full of boulders. I'll be able to get a nice garden going with all the ingredients I need for my potions. The income from that should get us through the first winter, if nothing else. Oh, I didn't know there was going to be a lot. I found a secret room walled off in the basement. It would do nicely for my alchemy lab. I love my husband dearly, but he can be a pig-headed dolt when it comes to the gentle mages of the earth. If it weren't for my potions, little Rin would have perished last winter from a fever. Our plantation is doing well enough, but Azidahl's eyes are getting bigger than his purse. Sorry, it's like Paul. He was talking of purchasing a wagon recently, like we don't sometimes struggle to put food on the table. A wagon, honestly. I've seen the ugly looks he gives my potions and herbs. But where else are we going to get the money for all the things he buys? Next thing you know, we'd be trying to buy another farm. Rin's gone missing. We've looked everywhere, but we can't find him. His little wooden sword is missing too. And God's preserve us. Me, I hope he hasn't run off. He doesn't realise how dangerous he is out there in the tundra. I'm sorry. It's getting to me. It's been 3 days now. My little boy is still gone. I don't like how Azidahl is looking at me. His eyes are too dark, too still like a frozen lake. I think I even heard him mutter something about getting what I deserve. Could he have? No, I dare not even put the thought to paper. He did it. He must have. That monster killed my son, and now he looks at me with those hate-filled eyes and a mocking smirk. He despises my alchemical art so much that he took my son from me to punish me. I've never brewed poison before, but I know how it's done. I know how to bottle death a few drops off in his mead, and my child will be avenged. It's done. The gods will damn me, but think they will damn him more for the murder of a child Rin. I'm so sorry, I wish I could have... Wait, I hear something. Okay, so two different stories. Something's going on. He doesn't trust her. I won't take all this. I feel like I'm imposing myself on this. I'd remove the thing from her chest, but...
Mortal fool, no one hides from the dead.
What? Hang on! I've uncovered the truth about what happened at Goldenhills Plantation after their son disappeared. Erval and Jonquil killed each other. Jonquil with an extract of deadly nightshade and Erval with an axe, each thinking that the other had murdered their son, Rin. The only way to finally bring peace to their spirits is discovered what really became of Rin. Shall I make a quiet exit? She won't hurt me much. I'm pretty immune to punishment. She might follow me out, that's the only trouble. Yeah, you stay there, madam. Please don't come. Wow, that was a vicious nightmare come true, wasn't it? I'll tell you what, let's make it daytime so you can see what's going on. So what do you think? I mean, it's not bad. I've seen worse. I mean, with the incredible voice acting, I think just think what happened if this was voice acting. And I didn't do a half bad job. How do you think I voted? How do you think? Sorry, not how I voted. How did you think? How would you vote that? 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10, 5, 8. Tell me what you think. Or if there's nobody watching, well, tell me later. So, yeah, no more chocolate. I do have a strawberry though, because they're extremely low in sugar, especially refined. It's natural sugar. Right then, so we need to find out what happened to Rin. It doesn't tell us, but he was over there. Now, let's have a look. Because when you play Skyrim normally without the Anniversary Edition, you come here, you find this monument thing where we're heading to now, over there, okay, and you see, I think, a skeleton and a sword and shield, and that's it. So somebody has, on the community, has, charged a little bit for it. Yeah, I know, naughty, eh? Naughty. And I made a little story out of it. And alright, it may not be the greatest one in the world. Don't worry, I am a mage. We will destroy this on master level without using any destruction magic whatsoever. We are built for destruction magic. The wolf meat is purely a little mod I put on so we get animal food. And, maybe eyeballs and things like that. So that's just a little thing that I added. So you'll see here is Rin's toy sword. So let's pick up that. So the boy was out here with a sword. Okay, and if we go over here to this monument, soon as it's over the rise, because I think when you first get there, you may have missed a bit where, I don't know. But anyway, I think it tells you to search around. So I may have just done this first bit. Alright? And how about, and if we look at his he should have a book somewhere. Oh, I didn't look in the bedroom, but he has a little book where he says that he wants to be a soldier when he grows up. We'll find that in a minute. He wants to be a soldier when he grows up. Okay? And he's been practicing. They think he's been using that wooden sword. Okay? But in fact, he has been coming here with a real sword and shield because he wants to fight, possibly in the Civil War. So he's been coming here fighting off wolves and things, and they don't know about that. Okay, so let's pick this up and we'll drop it at the house. I'll leave the flowers there. But that's their, I think that's their little monument to him, because they found him dead. And what's his name? Sorry. Erval, that's it. Erval. Suspected her of killing him, but he just happened to die of, from fighting wolves or something. So I know, but each suspected the other. So one poisoned one, and the other one, you know, put a flipping thing right through her chest. So it's a sad tale, and it's not bad considering you end up getting the whole farm and all the beautiful stuff that goes with it, because it asks you to plant some stuff, then it asks you to hire people for a plantation so that you can grow bigger, and then which means, you know, if you want to create some nice potions, you could plant the stuff to make those high, you know, good priced potions, and then you could,
Does someone mortal
and for some reason there's a ghost here, so I just disposed of that.
Out of curiosity, even from the very beginning of the game, how did you get those awesome spells? I know some tricks for distraction magic.
Right, okay then. Well, there's no exploits. First of all, no exploit. This is the normal play of the game. But because we are level 163, and by the way, I could do this when I was level 86 as well, because since 86 we've been fast leveling this one up, because this is really how I started fast leveling, was with this character. I'd never done it before because it's not something I like doing, but because now my goal is to pursue this character to the highest possible level, which is about level 200 and something, 250 or something, where you can max out and make everything 100 with every single perk. That is my new goal. Alright, but the reason why I've got high destruction skill is I've put everything into destruction, and because we are a Frandalf character, which means we're based on Gandalf. Okay, so he's highly destructive. So we've gone down the destruction thing and maxed everything out. We were originally just doing flames. So we didn't go and do shock or frost, but now because this character has advanced so far, we're actually doing this as well. Now what I did was I did have disintegrate, which means once the bodies die they disintegrate. So I decided to go to the Black Book, the Winds of Change. That's okay. No, that's fine. I decided not to do disintegrate. If you go to the one which is, I think, the Winds of Change, the one where you get all your, all the different skills in a huge circle around, which you get after you beat Mirak. You get all these different green skill things, which are like the equivalent of, when you open a book of destruction, it has a certain sign on it. Those are put in a huge circle, and whereas this one, if you press and did legendary now, so if I press this and did that, obviously I don't want to do that. It will reset it to 15. I think at the moment it's going to 30 because some mod has changed it for some reason. I'm not quite sure. But normally it will go back to 15 and you get all your perks back. Okay, but you have to go from 15 all the way back up to 100. But in that book that I was on about, I'll just show you for reference, and then I'll tell you how I got it so high. So if you go in the Black Book, Winds of Change, when you go into that Black Book, you've got to be in Soul Slime to open this book to do it, otherwise it won't work. You can just reset it so that it gives you all your perks back but doesn't affect its level. So therefore, if you've got 100 and you want all the perks and you want to redistribute them somewhere else, it stays at 100 and you can either put them back in or not, or put them somewhere else. And what I did was I refunded them all and then I put them all in, and instead of doing disintegrate I left that one empty because I didn't like the fact that they were being disintegrated. Alright, so that's why we're doing high destruction damage, is because we've maxed it out. Okay, but the other reason is because of smithing and enchanting. So we have high protection. Okay, so we have extremely high protection of 1978 armor rating. Apparently it doesn't matter after about 500 and something, it doesn't make too much difference. So we have really good protection, plus we have health regeneration and Magika points very high, Magika regeneration. But the thing that makes the difference is, if you look on here, our destruction spells only cost 25% less. Okay, but then I've also done 2 magic rings, okay, which reduces it by 41%, plus a ring which does it by 4. So now we have 82% plus that 25%. Was it 82? So that's over 100. So that is why we're not losing any destruction magic. Okay, Magika. It's because we have things which reduces the spell cost to the point where it's just over 100. So therefore we're not using any. So it won't run out. It only works for destruction because we're doing destruction spells. But you can do it for illusion spells, alteration, restoration. You can do it for any type you like. Okay? So that's why we can do it completely free. So it don't cost us anything. I'm in trouble is by putting that on, I made myself slightly heavy. So I'll go back to this one, which means I won't have 100% now, but I'll have about 80%. So we'll just use a little bit. So we're going to place the sword on there to complete this quest. Alright. Okay, so we place his sword there. And then it says speak to Rin.
I love this quest to get this house.
Yeah, it's rather a nice quest. Hello. So here's the 3 of them reunited. So he suspected her and put an axe through her head, but she had already given him poison because she thought he died because of him. So she gave him poison before he put the axe through her chest, when actually he was practicing with a wooden sword, they thought, but it in fact was a real one on a shield, and he got killed by some wolves or something, or a saber cat. Okay, so they both suspected each other, and it's a sorry tale. So now we talk to Rin to finish off. Your family can rest in peace now.
Thanks a lot. Here, take this for all your hard work.
Thank you. So now we've completed the Unquiet Dead, an anniversary edition farm, and we have the key to this farm. Alright, so you know, you'll notice, I think, that everything has been cleared away. At least it will be when you come back in. So it all gets tidied up. So the body is removed. Okay, so there's no body there, so there's no bodies inside, so everything's reset now with the house as your own. And using this bench here, you can do add-ons to the house. You can put an animal pen, apiary, blacksmithing workshop, exterior decorations. You can add more plantable areas, which would be like window boxes. Okay, so you can, you know, you may have about 30 slots there, 25 or 30 slots to plant ingredients to do your best weapons. You're going to go away and watch some music video, but you take care. Thank you very much. Thank you, Kyle, for coming in, and thank you all for coming in and answering your questions. It's just a, you know, not too long a video today, just a little bit of fun. Sorry I didn't give too much notice. Okay, but thanks for coming in. Very kind of you. I'll read out their names at the end, and then we can do an extra bunkhouse. We can do a stable, and we can also do a windmill, so we can make our own flour. Alright, so we can turn wheat into flour or straw. Alright, so we can add to this farm. So this bench, I think, gets replaced by something when you maxed it out, and I presume you can place it around the house. Alright, and then it will give you a series of things to do, like to now expand this property by putting stuff in. And because I got this grass mod on, it does mean it's a bit harder to see them, but normally this would be kind of like, you know, kind of dirt with a kind of darker bit, so it makes it a little bit harder to see. So I'll take it off really, but you'll see they are hidden there, but they're in the daisies. But it gives you a nice plot here. Okay, so that's the end of that quest. All right, and if you, so now it, and it's not just that one, by the way. You've also got this one. So as you can see, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8. I'll say 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, I don't know, 26. I don't know, it's a rough estimate, they're all over the place. And then it gives you a series of things like, first of all, plant 10 things. I won't do that, but you know, I could put one in and I could say, I want to plant that. Alright, so just press give and then say how many. Obviously only do one, because if you say 30, you know, it won't do 30, but it just still put one. So just make sure you put in one. And then it says the thing's planted, and then that will show up that has been planted. So now you can see the difference. That one's been planted, that one hasn't. Alright, and you can, so if you want to create loads of potions for whatever it is, you can put all those potions you want, or very high value ones. So if you look in your potions, you know, some of these are very high value, like that one for instance. So if you know the ingredients for that, although that's, hang on, but you know, you could do some potions, you know, and some of these are quite high value. You know, that one there, 15, I mean, yeah. So it will ask you to do 10 of those, and then it would do the next bit, which is hire a farmhand, and so on. And then it might say a steward or something like that. So, and you can do it in, you know, either that one or that one. Okay, so that's why there's 2 markers. Alright, so that's a good little player home. Great news for people who like player homes. Right, how long have I been going? What time did it start? About 3:30, 4:30. Oh, I've gone a little bit over. So yeah, the only trouble is, yeah, for some reason I've got darker skin, so I've got to take off a mod. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, is save this. And this is the only character at the moment where she has her own stuff. Why have I got so many? It's a good point actually, Ray. You've got far too many there. Well, it's too complicated. I'll have to remove that. But this one has, you know, hers separate than everybody else's. But everybody else has all been mashed into one, which I don't know why, because it doesn't happen on Xbox or PC. Alright, so what I was going to do now was show you the creation, and I'll show you the offending one, which has probably changed her appearance. So that's the one I'll probably take off. So it might crash going into this, and it could take a couple of minutes for it to actually load it up, although it should be quicker than going into the normal creations. But these are all my mods. They're in an order, which, you know, ish. But, you know, there's a lot of debate about what orders. Nobody knows, so we just throw them in. I think it's this. So what it does, it takes race customization to net that allows you to see all eye shapes, lips, nose, skins, hairstyles, colours available for any of the races, and put them on any of your races. So it adds freedom to character customization, but I think what this is doing is actually changing the colour of our skin, because it's not quite what it should be, which is a fair skin. So I think that is probably it. Why I have a skeleton, I don't know. It's because I was going to do Necra as a skeleton, but then I found out that when you put something on it, like clothes or whatever, it still looks like a skeleton. These here are a completely new perk tree, but I haven't put them on because this character is so advanced and has so many perks and so many things that this, if I enable it, will totally reset the character perks, and I'd have to redistribute them all over again, and this adds a huge amount of spells. you know, different types of spells and things. Okay, all right. Oh yeah, sorry. This one does lots of spells, different spells than the base game would do. So it adds loads more options. This one here changes the perk system, and if you're already playing a character like this one, for instance, it will reset the point. So if I enable that, my entire perks will be reset. My levels will stay the same, but I have to reapply them. But because this Ordinator perk tree is completely different, although it still shares some of the originals, it means that I'd have to write every single one of them down. And as you can see, I got a lot of perks, so it will take me a long time to write it all down. So I'm only doing this on my new characters. By the way, if you have these two, which I highly recommend because it just gives you more options and more spells, you have to have this one, which is a patch, so that the two can work together. Alright, so you must have this one, otherwise it might crash. Okay, so those two adds a lot more variety, adds more focused builds that you can build. Alright, but I haven't enabled it because this character is too far progressed and I'd have to spend a week writing it down. You missed my last stream? Well, Pepper, I want you to go and stand in the corner. I'm joking, Pepper. No, I'm joking, Pepper. But, you know, stand in the corner if you like. Pepper pictures. That's all right, Pepper. I'll let you off because I like our community, and I wouldn't upset. Hold on, I'll upset you. So if you haven't had time, don't worry about it. But I'm only just very slightly. No, I'm not even annoyed at all. I'm not annoyed at all. It's Frandalf the Fair. Just before you go, have you got time? We're level 163. This is my highest level character ever since playing this game. I'm just having a bit of fun, Pepper. But this is the highest level character I've ever created since 2011. My grade off the grade, my original play is 142 or 41. Alright, I have surpassed it because it's quicker for me to get this player to the maximum than my 360, because the loading times on a 360 is horrendous. Walking through a door takes 30 seconds. So, I gave up on doing that. But this character has practically completed the entire game. There's still a few I've got to do, just a handful. Alright, maybe slightly more. But we've kind of moved on to new characters now. You're messing with me. How you doing? I'm doing well, Pepper. I hope you're well. And I hope you're having a relaxing day, although you've probably been working, haven't you? I hope you're lovely. We've got a lovely unicorn here. Look at that. With elven armor. That's because we have ancient elven armor. So I thought that was appropriate. Although it would have been nice if it was white. Because we have Ancient Falmer armor, I thought I'd have that for some reason. So I don't know what it's got to do with elves. Good point. So who knows? Who knows what goes through my mind? So yeah, but yeah. I'm only joking. So yeah, I'm literally, because I'm until I find a quest. I have one at the moment, which is this, but unfortunately, because the locations have changed slightly, a couple of them are not hitting off, and this is one of them. If you complete this, you get a new quest with higher powered spells. Oh, by the way, yeah, somebody was asking me about higher powered spells. Well, if you go back to Winterhold, okay, later in the game when you're quite high powered.
Did you get a unicorn face with monocle?
I got it yesterday. It is one of the anniversary edition quests. So at certain times during the game you'll get a note from the postman. Alright, who will give you a quest, and one of them is to find a unicorn. Alright, and then you've got to ride it and tame it, because he will throw you off. A bit like in Breath of the Wild. Alright, so what you do is when you get to high levels on any of the you know, the magic skills, go back to the College of Windhelm, because when you get to level 90 in some of them, you get a new quest from one of the people in the College of Windhelm, alright, who will give you a quest which leads to advanced spells. Okay, and some of these spells are...
The AI voice also says the emoji.
Oh, also says the... Oh, wow, that's great. Excellent. I didn't notice. So, for instance, I mean, I got Incinerate. That's purely because I have Azidahl's ring. Okay, which gives you that one. But this one, and this one is a result of going back to one of those mages at the College of Winterhold. When you get to level 90 in that particular thing, then you get a new quest that unlocks 3 more, okay? Which is Unbounded. I'll show you what Unbounded does. What it does, it casts a long stream distance fireballs in an arc, creating a wall of fire that does 12 points of damage. Let me just show you that, because you probably, you know, a lot of people won't know, you know, may not see it unless you played it a lot. So instead of doing the normal, you know, it kind of does a thing and then it does like a ball of fire. All right, that's what we're used to: bursts of fire or balls of fire, or maybe just a stream of fire. This one does it differently. It does this. It's not fantastically, but it means you can just keep doing that. Now, the reason why I'm using Magika now,
What do you have on?
I have... Right, first of all, I just want to change something, because I do notice there I was using Magika. I'll do it again. This time I'm not using Magika, because I have over 100%, you know, I don't use any Magika, because I have over 100% less casting. Okay, another one of the special spells, I'll do that in a minute, is there's 3 of these, which is a special book that you get from, I can't remember who it is, but one of them does these, which are a slightly different one, where you lay it on the ground and it burns the ground. So you can lay down a load of fire where something is, and it will slowly burn it down. So it doesn't do like the normal one where it just does it and disappears. This one hangs around for a bit, so you can do additional damage. Alright, now, how many mods have I got? I think it's about 120 something. They're mostly visual, plus some followers, some, you know, a couple of locations like Lord of the Rings things. New water. Oh, it doesn't say on that one. Alright, it doesn't say on that one, so I'll tell you what, I'll save this. But if you're a mage and you want to get the highest spells, so I forgot what I was doing then. Silly me. Yes. Hopefully that was Frandalf, yeah. Right. So now we'll exit. And now I'll show you the creation. It will take a long time for the creations to come up, because I find the more mods you get, and if it does crash, I apologise, because sometimes if I go in this, it doesn't seem to do it so much now, but sometimes when I go in this, it does crash.
120, my Xbox crashes at 4.
It does, yeah. Mine is about 120 as well. But what used to cause that, I think, has been fixed. So they've been quietly trying to fix this, alright, with little silent fixes. which is slowly getting it right, but it's still not working correctly. Because if I save my load order for this, delete them all from my space for mods, and then ask Bethesda to bring them all back down again, they won't give me 120 mods, they'll only give me about 80. So it still doesn't work correctly, but they are slowly fixing them. But it's far too slow for my liking, because it was February we got the creations update and it's now September. Okay, now if this was Hello Games, they would have fixed this probably within a couple of weeks. So I think Bethesda, you need a good smack, because you are not doing it fast enough, and you're only just doing tiny little things. You should do a proper update where the whole thing works. And if I save my 100 load order, 120 load order or something, I expect it, if I wipe it off to start again, for me to be able to load that in the exact place that everything was, and do the whole set that I saved to your website. But it doesn't. So they're still trying to get it right. You'll guess you'll try to do it now. So it should. So we have 126, but I've not enabled 5 of them. That's because this character is so so high level. I don't want to put these 2 on and the patch, because it would reset on my points. So that's 3 less, so that would be 124. The other 2 are the ones at the bottom, which are to do with alternate life. Okay, so I only enable that at the start of a character if I want. So I've got the Realm of Lorkham and Fast Alternative Start. Okay, so if I want to do start at a different location than just the vanilla one, I can put these on. So those are the 5 that I've left off. I only use this now for new characters. Now load order wise, as long as you put similar things bunched together, so visual effects together, sounds, textures, armors, try and do it in an ordered way. But as for a load order, nobody really knows the correct load order, so we're all guessing. Aren't we? So we have to guess. So see, if I did all, every time I press this it says there's an error as well. That's because I deleted a save and it thinks that save should still be here, and it isn't. Hello, Adam Melendez. How are you? Alan, I'm just about to finish Milan. I'm just see how you spell that. Sorry, I've been burning the lawn. Adan Melendez. Adan Melendez. Welcome, Adan. I'm writing your name down because I just want to thank you for coming in. We were just trying to prove a point where I am a mage of very high power. We are level 163 and we have 100 in most things. Ignore the heavy armor. I'm trying to max out every single skill. So, but normally all we care about is smithing, enchanting, because that enchants and smiths your weapons and magical stuff to the maximum. And then we got all these on 100. We still got to put perks in them, so that's what I'm working towards, getting perks in every single one. Alright, so we're high on most things in this game and getting close on the others. I've done this one 47 times because this is a very good fast leveling one.
It's because I have an old Xbox, which begs question, how can I run Elden Ring, but Corn runs Skyrim with 4 meters?
Yeah, that's strange, isn't it? When you say an old Xbox, do you mean the Xbox One? So I presume you mean the Xbox One. You haven't got a Series X or S. So I was showing that by wearing certain rings and having clothing This is for Adan. I have a circus here, which destruction spells cost 25% less. So see, so I'm using less Magika to create it, but I'm also wearing 2 rings, which each one does 41%. So that's 82% with these 2. So 82% less Magika plus this circus, which is 20. That takes me over 100%, which means, in other words, I am not using any Magika. So I can throw these quests, these things, on destruction, and that's any destruction spell. Costs me no magic if I wear those 2 rings. If I take one of those rings off, then I'll be doing a little bit less than 100, and therefore you will see it slowly seeping away. Okay? And it doesn't matter what one I do, right? Because I could also do, say, frost, and again I don't use any Magika. So if you want to do stuff like this, so you can do this all day long. Xbox One, yeah. I had an Xbox One, and I went to a Series X. Sorry, I went to Xbox One X. I know there's a lot of X's in there, and gave the old one to my daughter, okay, because hers packed in. And then when I got my Series X, I gave her my One X. But now she has a Series S, so I would like my One X back. All right, so that's what how to get high level stuff. Is by using enchanting and crafting and smithing. Alright, now because I'm carrying a lot of stuff now, I'm going to put these 2 rings on, which increases my carry weight by over 100 and regenerates my health, which means, I won't take hardly any damage from anything. Even a giant, I could stand there with 1 giant and he could hit me and some of my health would refill. So it would take him a long time to kill me, whereas if I hit him with my sword, 1 hit will kill him. And the unicorn agrees. So I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Why can't you adjust the camera when you're on a horse? It's one question I would like answered. But for some reason we have darker skin, so I'm going to remove the mob that causes that. Was that customization one, so that she goes back to her natural colour. Alright, so thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I would like just to say thank you to the people that came in today. I'll just check to see if I've missed anybody. And
close to 8 years and never played it. Only age characters don't know why. Just shows how much there is to do.
You've never played. Let me just see that again, Adan, so I can take it in, slowly. But yeah, Xbox One. I mean, that will do 150 mods. But obviously, as you get to 150, and if you want to go a little bit beyond, then there's more chance of it crashing. Played the Skyrim close to 8 years. I never played it. Played it only age character. What do you mean by age character? Only age character. Don't know why. It just shows what there's a lot to do. Yeah, there's a lot in this game, and there's a lot of secrets in this game too. And one of the secrets is the high level spells. They only unlock. Oh, I see. Yeah, you are. That's because I haven't got the patience.
Sorry, meant never played a mage.
Oh, you never played a mage? No. I'd never played a mage until I did this character. I did a mage, I did a part mage, I did a spell sword. So I did half sword and shield and bows, and the other half was a mage. And I would swap between the two, sometimes using all magic and sometimes using swords, sometimes a mix of the two. So it'd be like flames with one, sword with the other. Okay. This is trying to be a more full mage, so Frandalf Like Gandalf the Grey, this is Frandalf the Fair, so it's like the female equivalent, but this one's more mage focused as opposed to being a split character like my first one was. So that's why I've been able to get these high powered stuff, is because I've done more on the mage side and destruction than my original character, who has caught up and could probably craft an armour just as good as this and use no Magika, and I do believe I have done that. But if I try and level up my 360 character, there's very long loading times, and it's 30 seconds to go through a door, which, you know, is excruciatingly long, and it makes trying to level it up extremely slow, whereas I can do it much quicker with this one because it loads in a few seconds. And even though save game is only about 30, so it's very quick. But there are lots of secrets in Skyrim. When some things only unlock at level 90, especially mage stuff. So there's lots of secrets, and make sure whatever location you go into, and I've unlocked nearly all of them in the game now, you know, make sure that you search them thoroughly, because there are hidden things in some of these places which, you know, you got usually, you know, I don't know if you noticed it, Dan, that you know, when you get to like the main part of the game where you fight the boss, you know, you get like a table or something, all right, and you get like, oh, there's the super armor, or there's the special, you know, weapon or whatever. Okay, some of them are on the front of it, on the side, just underneath, on the, you know, so it just overlaps a bit the table. Okay, and it's you know, at the front or on the floor. So be very careful that you look carefully for those secret weapons, which are unique weapons, because some of them have powerful enchantments on. And an example of powerful enchantment is there is the Chaos one, which is if you go to Solstheim. Let's go to Solstheim. I'll show you a Dan. This is just for a Dan, because he was asking about how do I get it so high. We go to Solstheim. You'll get a quest in Solstheim. Okay, from the, if you go to Raven Rock, which is, where's Raven Rock? Raven Rock, right? Okay. There'll be a guy there, a captain, okay, and when you first come here, and you might do a couple of things around here, and you start to explore, you will come across this farm here, and he will be there, and he will ask you to help him on something.
But the final boss is kicking my, I'll leave the last sentence to you.
yeah, your butt, yes, yeah, that. Yeah, I like Elden Ring because it's the only Dark Souls type game I've ever been able to get very far in it. But the thing that turns me off now is you have to grind the levels. And the one thing that puts me off the game is grinding. And if there's too much grinding in the game, I get annoyed. And that's what made me stop playing it, because it means now I've got to grind my levels so that I can take on these really big bosses, and it means I've got to grind for about another, you know, 50 to 70 or 80 levels, which, you know, it's dull and boring. But anyway, as I was saying, Dan, you come here, you meet this captain, and then he sends you to here, I do believe, okay, to this thing, to kill a captain. To kill someone, right? When he kills that person, the actual weapon that he drops is a highly powerful weapon, a unique weapon, okay? And I may have deconstructed it, but it's called the, I think it's called the Champion's Cudgel. I got a job spelling that. So I don't know if you're still there, Dan. But see that there are a lot of secrets in Skyrim, and as I say, the more you play it, the more things you will find. Which is why this game is so good, is because although it's not the biggest map in the world or ever created, it is very dense with stuff and secrets. And it's that makes it special, is because there's so many little things that you don't find out until sometimes 12 years later. I found things out 11 years later that I didn't know before. Right, so in here I have a special box. And these are all the unique armours and weapons that I have found in the game. Okay, and rings or whatever, you see. So, and some of them I have smithed up to very high levels, because this will be about 40 or 50 to start off with, but because of all my boosts I've got, I've made smith it to that, so there's a high amount of damage. So these are all, you know, I got 2 of them by the way. I haven't got them all yet. There's still a few missing, but anything, I think these 2 actually are from the anniversary edition, so that one should be in there.
The fastest two-handed hammer, if I remember correctly.
No, sorry to say no, Dan, but the one you're thinking of is a warhammer. There's a warhammer one which swings something like 2 or 3 times faster than a normal warhammer. It's not that one I'm referring to for chaos damage. Okay, I'll see if it's here, because one thing you can do is, if you deconstruct one of these weapons, and not all of them you can, see these are all, I put a Shiv in there, that shouldn't be in there, but these are all things that are in the quest. You know, one thing that is hard to find is this thing, the broken sword handle and blade. All the moths and all this kind of stuff. I don't think I've even got all the jars yet.
My lock in Elden Ring I can't beat. The final boss at 100 and 65
I know.
I can beat. The final boss at level 84.
You know why, Pepper? It's because they made that game so ridiculously hard, you got no chance. Which is why, you know, I started to go off it a bit. But as I say, I got loads of stuff here, but one of them is the Champion's Cudgel, and I may have deconstructed it, because if you can deconstruct a unique weapon, and not all of them you can, yeah, you get a chaos enchantment, alright, which can cause a lot of chaos. Because if I go here, so I'll just show you that enchantment. So if I go here and I pick, say, that, alright, and then I pick an enchantment, this is chaos damage. Okay, this is a unique thing that you get from the Champion's Cudgel in Solstheim, after you help the captain to kill, you know, some leader, captain or lieutenant or whatever it is. He drops the Champion's Cudgel, which contains chaos damage. You can deconstruct it and put it on any weapon, including a Shiv. And it has a 50% chance that fire, frost or shock will go off, but it also has a chance of doing 1, 2 or all 3 at the same time. So if it does 33 damage on one, it could set off, there's a 50% chance that all 3 will go off, giving you 99 points of damage. And the beauty of this enchantment is, if I select that, okay, and say how much charge I want, I can put another one on. Okay, so I could put you know, a poison thing on there as well, or sorry, absorb health, okay, or say soul trap. So this has a 50% chance of 1, 2 or 3 of them all going off at the same time, causing 178 points of damage. But it can also put another enchantment on. So it's a very powerful weapon and very powerful enchantment. And you could put it on a wooden sword and cause ridiculous damage with it. And there are a few others. Another one is, there is another one where it does soul trapping, and it, I think it absorbs health or something. So it comes with 2 enchantments, and then you can add another enchantment to it. So you can almost get like 3 enchantments or 4. So some of these things are incredibly powerful. But they're on enchanted weapons, but only the ones that can be deconstructed. So that's what makes it unique. This is for enchanting. If you have this set, which is, I'll show you, although I can't now because I'm not in Solstheim. If you go to Solstheim and you dig, there's a place where a guy will ask you for money to dig down into this barrow. And as he asks you for more money each time you go down a certain level. You will gradually get the parts to make up this armour. And when you have this armour, it has lots of special things. I don't think you can deconstruct this, but you can smith it up. Alright, but if you have the legs on, you have to wear all 4. So you have to wear 4 of them, which includes that you could do one of those instead of one of these. But you must have the boots on and 3 other things, or the ring. And then you get 10% on your enchanting. So that's how you get your enchanting levels, which is how I create my very high powered items, is because I make rings and necklaces and clothing that boost it to very high levels. So far it's 41. It may be higher now. I may be able to get 42 or 43. Okay, but by wearing 4 of these, okay, I can boost my potions by wearing those and the one down here, somewhere down here. Not sure which one, but there's one down here somewhere, right? Or I can do smithing. I can make something which enchants them to very high levels, and I'll show you that. A potion of fortify. You can do so, and you have to, I won't go through the whole sequence because it's quite complicated. It's a good idea to watch a video about it. I can make enchantments which add 44%. So on top of that, those enchantments. So if I'm wearing those 4 items, I'm getting 40% on each, roughly. All right. So that's what 160. But if I take a potion on top of 41%, I've got 200% now being added to a potion, which means I can craft these very high level potions for enchanting and smithing, and this is what does all the damage and raises the the weapon damage or the armor resistances or your magical spells that you put on, can improve them to extremely high levels. So don't ignore smithing and enchanting, but this, if you wear this while you're doing the enchanting, that gives a 10% boost. The other way
When I say I beat the game at level 84, what I mean is I got through the game faster. I didn't actually finish it at level 84.
yeah, like a lot of people, they tend to rush through stuff now. I'm one of those that likes to do it, more naturally, just by playing the game and enjoying it, as opposed to trying to rush through it. But people make their choices in life, and if people want to rush through, they rush through. It's just not what I do. Right, I'll just put these necklaces on because now I can't carry anything. I am carrying a lot of stuff. Right, but anyway, that's enchanting and smithing. We won't go into that. But we are a very high level character. As you can see, destruction, even a weapon, I can do extremely high levels damage. So I have a few items here. Even this will do 205 damage. And absorbs health with every hit. Alright, so after 10 hits I've absorbed 160 points of health. So this one, for instance, does 438. That's because I have improvements on my one-handed sword perks. Plus I've smithed it up to very high levels, and you can get ridiculous amounts like that where you can one hit stuff. And another one I have is this one, which has fills soul gems and burns. So this is more the Frandalf Gandalf type sword, alright, an elven sword. Okay, whereas that one is just one that I made myself, just to show that we can do a better one. And then we have this one, which is ridiculously high because Stalhrim weapons have a secret enchantment which boosts the damage to higher levels. And I've even got a dagger on one of my builds. I think it's on my 360 character. We have a dagger that can do chaos damage plus something else, and like 400 damage or something. So even my dagger will totally destroy stuff. So anyway, thank you all for watching. I went on a little bit too long. I meant to just do an hour, but you see the colour of her face is not quite right. It's gone dark. So I'm going to take that customization mod off, because for some reason it's changing the colour of her skin when she should be quite a light skin. Okay, so thank you all for coming in. I'll just read out the names of people that came in and asked all those questions. So thanks very much to these people today. Thank you for watching. Sorry about the short notice on it. I didn't have a lot of time, but I thought I'm feel good today. I'll give it a go. So thank you to Kyle. Thank you, Kyle. Very kind of you to come in. Neptunescape, thank you very much for coming in as well. Thank you to Rogue Reaver. By the way, thumbs up to everybody. I'll keep it up there. To Oscar the Wolf, mod author, plus a few digits on the end. To Matthew 4, thank you very much for coming in. To iSub for free, thank you very much for coming in. Please, if you could like and subscribe. Thank you very much, Rogue Reaver. Oh, so yeah, did I say Rogue Reaver? Yeah, Rogue Reaver as well. Thank you very much, Rogue. I mean, if you learned anything from that, hit that like button. But I don't know it all. There are people with far more intelligence than I have. And there are probably things I don't know. Thank you to Pepper Pictures. Thank you, Pepper, for coming in. Always nice to have you coming in as well. I've now got a little blip where it always used to be 100% male. Now I've got a little blip of female. So by a few, 2 or 3 women coming in, I've actually got a little blip on the female one, which is great because for more females. And Adan Melendez, thank you very much for coming in as well and asking your questions. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you're new and you're interested in different builds for Skyrim, I'm in the process of doing different builds now. I've played it a certain way for 11 years without really looking at other builds, and now for the first time I'm going into new builds to test myself and to see what you can do with our build.
Time on my level 84 character is the one I want faster through the game with.
Is that for Skyrim or Elden Ring, Pepper? I'm having so much fun talking to my community that I just want to keep going. I've only got 6 likes. Let me just check. 1, 2, 3. I should have 8 likes. No, I'm kidding. You say whatever you want. Have a good day. Thank you, Rogue. So is that in Elden Ring or Skyrim? If you have time to answer that, Pepper. I know it takes 2 minutes, for it. But anyway, this is my crummy little house. Every time I do a build, I will do a different house. In here are tons of junk. Yeah, tons of different. I'm in the process of selling some of this off. But I kept them because I want to try and craft one of each type of weapon, each armor in the game. I'm trying to craft all the armors in the game and get them to the very high levels. I know, a little project I have. Very dull for Frandalf. But I've got a couple of kids here as well. I've got Alison. Should be girl's name, yeah. In here a couple of armors, in here my unique box of tricks. Over here is the anniversary edition's weapons and armor. Yeah, which I've also crafted up some of them. And they have, you know, some good. I'll tell you, some of them are really good. Look at that. I mean, that's pretty high. You know, not bad, is it? Yeah, but you know, so dark. You know, the golden seducers. You know, all this kind of stuff. Torment, scourge. You know, no, not bad. I thought, you know, some of the armor. So yeah, the armor that I got the other day was this one, and this apparently is one of the highest weapons in the game as well. So when low on health, it has a chance to. By heading off to the gym. Good luck, Jim. Good luck at the gym. I'm far too old to be going to a gym. But give my regards to Jim and keep pumping. Adan. So this is the Imperial Dragon. So it's in the. I think you got to go fight in a battle. And depending on whether you're on Imperial or Stormcloak, you fight the opposite light, and you see a big battle going on, and you go in there and you swipe them all that, and you get a nice big set of armour at the end of it. And when you're low on health, it has a chance to cast a firestorm and give the wearer ebony flesh, increasing defence. What an amazing thing that is. But there's also the rest of the armour. There's this one, which has doubles damage from bashing, blocks 20%, and has fire resistance. So some of these armors are really good. Look at this. So this is why I did get the anniversary edition for 15 quid, which I thought was a bargain considering the outrageous prices they were charging before. This one, every time you use it and you draw back you equip it and draw back, you disappear. So you can do sneak attacks, and then you have to redo it again to disappear again. So it's only as you draw the bow ready, you go invisible. Alright? Or sorry, as you equip it, you become invisible. As soon as you fire the shot, you're visible again. So you just unequip it and equip it again. So, Elden Ring, right. Thank you, Pepper. Yeah, I am enjoying Elden Ring because it's the only one that I'll be able to play. But, yeah, it's flipping hard, isn't it? And it's frustrating. By the way, this one here is a Creation Club one, and it gives you a set of Dragonbone Mail, and this one has 100% fire resistance, and this is the only armor in the game which gives you 100% fire resistance. It's heavy armor and weighs 50, so you have to have a real good stamina. But that's a unique one. This is very good for fire resistance. You won't have to worry about a fire dragon anymore. So yeah, I got these are the kind of Creation Club stuff, which are not bad. Some of them. I mean, 69 points of shock damage. It's not bad. Ring of Master. You get a choice of picking a ring or a set of armor. I chose the ring. A cloak, which does nothing. This is the one where, if you wear this. I don't think I've got the other bit, but there's a bit with a skull. This is what Necro's wearing at the moment. But one of these, and we haven't got it yet, increases your summonses by 1. So if you get that, which I haven't got yet. This is another part of that boots. This one helps regenerate and increases fire resistance. So you'll be pretty resistant to fire after wearing all this. See, this one does melee damage, so it's not the highest you could do, because I could actually fashion things higher than that, but it's a pretty darn good one, and that's another good one. So look at this, fire resistance of 30%, shock resistance of 30%, and frost resistance. So this is a good one. So that's why some of these are good. Here's the one I'm on about. So if you wear the elite necromancer robes and you have a necromancer like Necro, which is the one that I'm doing, about level, I think we're on part 4. This is the one that I want because it makes my conjuration spells last longer, plus increases my summit limit by 1. The moment I can only do 1, well, if I have that, I do 2, and if I have twin souls, I can do 3. So I want this set. Okay, but you can have that one, which does regeneration better, or you can have that one. You know, you can just make a choice. Anyway, I bored you for too long. I have a few little pets. So I thought, well, I'll grab some of the pets. That's my wife. So, Yordes, She's a female, and these days, yeah, it doesn't matter, does it? We can marry each other if we want. It's the way of the world these days. Good luck to everybody. So I married Yordis because from day one when I first played it, and I always found Yordis to be really nice. This is my other infant that I adopted, Sophie. I met her in Whiterun, and she's so lost. I had to. I just had to. So if I go in here, you notice I have potions, which get a very high level. So I can do very high level ones on Enchanting of 40 something%, carry weight, 125, 174 carry weight. So this is what happens when you wear 4 items, which boosts potions. Plus, if you go into the Sallow Regent book, so I've done this before. I know this is boring, but there is a special book here called the Sallow Regent, and if you open that in Solstheim, you go to that particular place. Watch out, because it slowly, the darkness actually creeps away at your health, and sometimes when you leave there, it continues to go down. And I've sometimes been stuck with it continually going down while playing, even outside in Skyrim. If you get that effect, which is a bug, go back to the same place, put a light on, a torch or something, okay, and let it refill, and then it should stop, and then you leave, and then that'll reset it back to normal, and it won't keep on going. So if you get that bug, go back there a second time, put a light on, let it refill, and then exit, and then it should be okay. But I've had that on my 360 as well, so watch out for that. But if you go to Sallow Regent, it'll give you the choice of either picking, sorry about this, hope I'm not boring you with this, it's just one of my things. You can pick this. So if you wear that armour I was talking about, it gives you a boost of 10%. Yeah, bye Pepper, thanks for watching. Thank you all to everybody that came in today. So you get 10% on the armour that I showed you, plus 10% on that, that's 20%. So you can double your enchantments. If you do the other one on the on this black book, you can choose Seeker of Shadows, and that gives you a boost to potions. Alright? Some say that if you do these two together, it gives you another little boost as well. I don't know. I haven't quite confirmed that. That if you have the Thief Stone and the Seeker of Shadows, that would boost potions. I'm not sure you need 1 or 2. I haven't quite worked out yet. So I'll see you all next time. This is my cosy little house, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you got anything out of that or you liked it, please hit that like button and subscribe. My globe is dark, I'll just make it light. It's very quick on Series X and PCs and high powered stuff. That's not my little house. My little garden with a few little knickknacks, a few little things, a little bit upstairs, a carriage there, look, so I can just get a carriage wherever I want, and some clay there, some wood over there, and a nice look over. So we'll finish off with a nice look over. So there's a nice little seating area here. I don't think I've filled it out. If you go through that door, there is a bench where you can say what appears outside, and it gives you a lovely view of this area. Look at that. That nice? I could do, jump up on the thing. Look at that. So we are here, look. There's the garden stone where you have those 3 stones. So that's where you choose. That's Hobbiton, by the way. It's just one house called Bag End. Alright. That's Riverwood. So if you want a reference point, that's where Lakeview Manor is, which is one of the houses you can buy from Falkreath. So if you can do some quests for the people that live in Falkreath, you get the option to buy this house, and it's right by the lovely lake here, okay, overlooking the river with lovely views. And Skyrim has wonderful views, along with the beautiful music, the wonderful views, music by Jeremy Soule, and a nice house. Look at that. One thing Skyrim has, wonderful views. I'll pick them. Everything beautifully knits together into one cohesive package, and I'll leave you with a lovely shot there of that. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like and subscribe. And watch out on Tuesdays at 3:30 UK time. Necra the Necromancer has just started her journey, and you can only summon one at the moment, and we're trying to go through the game using using Raise Dead only, but we may have to do a little bit of summoning in between because we're very fragile. Alright, and we're doing an A-win on a Saturday, but that will soon be replaced by whoever you vote for in our poll. So I have a poll going on of which character build to do next. If you could vote on that soon, because I want at least 10. I want a good consensus. That will replace Eowyn or Shield Maiden, which is Lord Ring's character, sword and shield only. So I'm trying to set myself little challenges where I restrict myself to certain builds and see if it's possible to go through the game, be powerful at the end of it, and kill most things quite easily using different builds. If you enjoy that, but please pop in and watch. Okay, bye everybody. Don't forget to vote on the polls for next Skyrim build and next game to play on a Thursday. In a moment it's The Witcher, slightly ahead of Fallout 4. Alright? Could be Dragon Age maybe, could be more Elden Ring, although I'd have to do a lot of living up first. So please vote on the polls. I'll see you again. Bye for now. And guess what? I'll see you later. Thank you for coming in. It's been a pleasure, and I'm very happy that you watched. Thank you. I bless you all.